Do that too. I too do that. Yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Mercy, and it's my third week on the keto diet. I have some updates for you. Trust me now. I have lost 5 pounds this week. 5 pounds. That brings my total weight loss to 15 pounds. Guys, I've lost 15 pounds in 2 weeks. Who does that? If it's not your girl, who? I know there are thousands of people who do that, but guys, I do that too. I too do that. Yeah, you can tell I'm excited. I really am excited because apart from losing weight, I'm also losing inches, guys. I wrote my measurements in a notebook when I started, and I've gone back to that notebook today to update it with my current measurement. Yeah. And I'm going to read it out to you. Yeah, I don't like keeping secret from you guys. So when I started, my arm measured 18 inches. Today it measures 15 inches. My neck measured 18 inches, and today it's down to 16.8 inches. My hips were measuring 47 inches, and today it's 45.5 inches. My waist was 45.5 inches, now 43.5 inches. My assets was 50. My bust was 51 inches, and today it's 49.6 inches. I mean, I don't want to lose a lot from them, but you know, something slight, just something slight, not too much, just slight. Yeah, I'm very happy, guys. I've never really started a diet that I stuck with, but this seems like it just seems natural because I'm not starving myself. Even though I'm not hungry, I still eat my 1 meal a day because I can. A lot of people might not be able to do it, so please don't stress yourself if you can't do 1 meal a day. Eat your breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Whatever satisfies you. It's just a starting point. It's just a stepping stone. The more you do it, the better you become at it. Around the time I started on the keto diet, I also started taking premium capsules from Juice Plus. Now, I'm not a distributor, I'm not a sponsor. These were actually gifted to me by my mother. Thank you, Mom. And they've been really good. They've helped me with my skin. Guys, anyone close to me knows I suffer from severely dry skin, like really dry, flaky skin. Ever since I started on this tablet, my skin, my face is just, it's glowing. I just want to touch it all the time. But these are dangerous times. You can't be touching your face during COVID-19. You know what I mean? Well, guys, on the more serious note, they've really helped me. It helped me a lot. You know, your recommended daily allowance or guideline for fruit and veg is 5 a day. And there's no way I'll be having 5 a day, 365 days a year. But this helps ensure that I get those 5 a day vitamins and minerals and, you know, things like that. So yeah, I'm going to leave a link down in the description box so that you can browse the website and see if it's something you fancy. Then please, by all means, like, it works for me. So I think it's contributed a lot in this my keto journey as well, because I've done keto before, and although I only did it for 2 weeks, I just wanted to eat plantain. But this time around, I've got a seriously strong support system. My husband, my parents, and I've got people doing this diet with me. So thank you guys for joining me on this journey. Now I'm going to show you the videos that I've prepared for you for this week. That's the keto bread and the keto ice cream. Stay tuned. The first recipe I'm going to be showing you is the keto bread. I'll first of all show you what happens when you don't listen to me. I had to make 2 batches of this bread because I used baking soda instead of baking powder initially. See, this thing, which I won't call bread, it feels like bread. It smelled like bread while in the oven, only for me to bring it out, and it tasted like soap. Guys, please listen to me. Don't use baking soda. Don't use baking soda. It will deceive you. Don't use baking soda. Oh. I'm going to show you the right way of preparing this keto bread. For this recipe, I'm going to use 170 grams of ground almonds or almond flour, 55 grams of butter, 6 eggs, a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar, 3 teaspoons of baking powder. I said baking powder. 1 tablespoon of yeast. And the yeast is just to give it a sort of bready taste. Okay, let's get started. First, I'm going to preheat my oven to 180 degrees Celsius so it's nice and ready for when I put my batter in. Next, I'm just going to weigh my ingredients: 170 grams of the ground almond and 55 grams of the melted unsalted butter. You need to melt your butter, not hot, just melted. Next, I'm going to separate my egg white from my egg yolk. Now we need to separate the egg whites because we need to trap in some air into the egg whites. That's what's going to give the bread the volume. Remember also that you need to check for broken eggshells. We are not having crunchy keto bread. Next, put in a quarter teaspoon of cream of tartar into your egg whites. Now the cream of tartar is going to help to trap air and increase the volume of the egg whites. Remember I said we need that air to give volume to the bread itself. Make sure you whisk it until it forms stiff peaks. I'm going to be mixing it and checking it occasionally to find out if it's whisked enough. This took me around 3 to 4 minutes on high speed. I think it's ready now. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to just mix all my dried ingredients together. So I'm using 3 teaspoons of baking powder. Baking powder. Next, I'm going to come in with 1 tablespoon of yeast. This is just decorative. It's just to give it a yeasty flavor. Next, I'm just going to mix my egg yolk and then I'm going to pour in the 55 grams of melted butter into the mixture. Next, I'm going to put in my dry ingredients. I'm just putting them in batches of 3. So first time, second time, third time is just going to help me manage to whisk it all together. It's going to get really thick, but just keep on going with it. Once you're happy that it's all combined, you want to divide your egg whites into 3. You can see I made the Mercedes-Benz sign there. So take a third out, put it into your batter and just mix it. You want to loosen up the mixture so that it's much more manageable to work with. Once you're happy that it's loose enough, you want to then add in the remaining 2/3 of the egg whites and fold it in. You don't want to beat it in, you don't want to mix it in, you want to fold it because you want to make sure that the trapped air in the egg whites is not, you don't take that out basically. You just want to pour that batter into your prepared loaf tin. I've put the measurement in the description along with the recipe as well. Next, you want to take that into your oven. It will be hot enough by now, definitely. And I'm just going to set the timer for 25 minutes. It takes between 25 and 30 minutes for this to cook, but a skewer, a toothpick, a knife coming out clean will tell you if it's done or not. My bread is ready. Guys, I took this out of the oven about 15 minutes ago, so it's cooled nicely. It's still warm and it smells really nice. It fills up my house with the smell of bread. The texture is also quite good. You can use this bread for anything you would use normal bread for. So like cheese and ham sandwich, egg and bacon, tuna sandwich. I'm going to be using mine for my usual breakfast of eggs and bacon, or I could just have it as a snack on its own. Sit back and enjoy this video of my eggs and bacon preparation with a nice cup of tea. Guys, this next recipe is the keto ice cream. Keto ice cream that actually tastes nice. For this recipe, I'll be using some sweetener, some cocoa powder, some double cream or heavy cream, some unsalted butter, and some coconut oil or MCT oil if you have it. I ended up not liking the taste of the coconut oil in my ice cream, so I won't be using it next time. The main purpose for the coconut oil is to make sure that the ice cream remains soft and scoopable in the freezer. I would also highly suggest that you use the allulose sweetener. I've tried other sweeteners and they've just made the ice cream rock hard in the freezer. The first thing I'm going to do is to make some condensed milk. For this, I'll be using 2.5 tablespoons of butter, which also equals 35 grams of butter. Next, I'm coming in with 200 mils of double cream. I'll just let that melt a little bit and then add in 60 grams of allulose sweetener. Now I'm going to heat this up on high heat, stirring occasionally so that it doesn't burn. Once I'm happy with the combination, I'm going to reduce the heat and allow to simmer for 15 to 20 minutes or until it can coat the back of my spoon. Next, I'm just going to take that off the fire and put into a heat-proof bowl. I could either put that in the freezer or in the fridge just so that it cools down to room temperature or even below. Once my condensed milk has cooled down, I'm going to take that out of the fridge. I'm also going to take 1 teaspoon of vanilla essence and put that into my condensed milk along with the 60 mils of coconut oil. Stir properly to combine it. Next, I'm going to put the remainder of the 400 mils of double cream into a bowl and whisk it just to loosen it up a little bit. This only took about 1 minute or even less. Next, I'm coming in with some of the condensed milk mixture. I'm then going to whisk that together and taste to see if it's sweet enough. It was at this point that I knew I made a mistake adding the coconut oil because the coconut flavor was just so overpowering. Continue mixing for about 2 minutes or until you're happy with the consistency of the ice cream. I was happy here, so I just loaded mine into a bowl. For the chocolate flavor, I'm taking 1 tablespoon of cocoa powder and I'm going to stir that into my ice cream mixture. Next, I'll take the hand mixer to it just to combine it properly and make sure that there are no lighter streaks. This literally took less than 1 minute to do. Once I was happy with the consistency, I then again just put that into the bowl. Next, you want to take a piece of parchment paper and just place that over the top of your ice cream. This is to prevent freezer burn for when it's in the freezer. I'm also putting mine into a plastic bag because, guys, I've made ice cream before that turned rock hard. I'm doing everything I can to prevent that from happening this time around. You want to freeze that for at least 4 hours. Guys, my ice cream has been freezing for 4 hours now and it's ready to devour. It's considerably softer than all the ice creams I've made in the past, and I think this has to do with the coconut oil and the allulose sweetener I used. The coconut oil is still overpowering, but the ice cream tastes so nice. This chocolate flavor is so good. I'm going to leave a link in the description box as to where I got this one from. Please try this recipe and let me know how you get on. Thanks for watching this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions for me, please leave a comment down below. Please also like, subscribe, and share this video with your family and friends. See you again in the next video. Bye.